Last week I did a Target grocery haul to add to my extended pantry or my prepper pantry. I decided to do some Dollar Tree prepping just to see what I could find that was budget friendly that I could use to build out your prepper pantry. This video is brought to you by Apron Diva, our online apron boutique. Pretty and practical, we believe that an apron can be a homemaker's best accessory. And the apron that I am wearing today is one of the ones that we just got in to celebrate the Christmas holiday. So it'll be perfect for gift giving, or if you and a family member like to dress alike in the kitchen when you're preparing your Christmas meals, then this particular one that we call Holly will be perfect for you. You can check it out at www.aprondiva.com. Now, one of the reasons why I decided that I needed to restart my Prepper Pantry series is because I have noticed some serious holes when I've been doing my grocery shopping. Previously, I ordered all my groceries in, so when I would hear people talk about beginning to see shortages in their area, I wasn't really aware of it because I would order my groceries and they would bring me the things that I needed, and the things that I wanted, they had. But I am seeing holes at Kroger, at Target, at Dollar Tree. The Dollar Tree, I was really shocked. The shelves looked like a swarm of locusts had hit it.
Well, just getting started, but it just looks like there's quite a few empty shelves in here. I'm just really surprised. I've never seen it quite this bare.
So I felt called to again remind all of you that as homemakers, that it is our responsibility to bring in the food stores for our family. As it says in the Bible, bring your foods into the storehouse. And right now, the storehouse is your house. It is our responsibility as homemakers, as the lady of the house, the man of the house, whomever is responsible for buying the groceries and planning the meals, to bring in the things that you need to feed your family. I also want to remind you that you are not hoarding. You are preparing, and you don't want to be involved in panic buying when everyone's rushing out trying to get something at the last minute, because then there will definitely be true shortages and there will not be enough for everyone if that happens. But if people go gradually and pick up gradually, there's enough for us all. There may not always be the particular thing that you want, but there's something else that you can buy to replace it. So there's enough food for us all if we gradually build up our food stores. And one of the big things that I wanted to do was to try to find something in each of the different food categories that I was looking for. And one of the first things that I definitely wanted to find was shelf-stable milk.
Here's a carton of whole milk. I'm gonna get one of the almond milks too. My husband likes that. Expiration date is March of 2022, so.
And I was able to find that. It's the Gosner brand, which I'm not familiar with, but it's naturally produced, no artificial hormones, all natural dairy product, and it was just $1. And I do know that to buy the shelf-stable milk in the carton, this same size at Kroger, is more than $1. So this was definitely a good budget-friendly item for your prepper pantry. So I would encourage you to check that out, because I believe most Dollar Trees have these. Now, if you're not doing regular milk, or shall I say whole milk, they also have this almond milk. And my husband likes the almond milk, so I will usually buy the Silk Almond brand, or sometimes the Kroger brand, which I think is Simply Organic or something or another, Simply Something at Kroger. I will usually get that, depending upon which one is on sale. Well, this almond original unsweetened was for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I did not see a sweetened brand, but this is unsweetened and it's only 25 calories per serving.
And then this package of Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, I don't know, it just feels like it'll just barely fill up one bowl. I don't think that's a good value. So I'm not going to get that. And I don't see any powdered milk or anything like that here. Then here's some chicken broth, and it's just $1, so I'll get a couple of those. and the expiration date is August of 2022, so that's pretty good. Now, one of the things that I want to show you that's here that I'm not getting is the beef flavored broth. I have purchased it before. It is good, but it's beef flavored broth. It's not beef broth, so I'm choosing not to pick that up.
This is the same size chicken broth that I usually get at Kroger, and I typically will buy the Swanson brand or the Kroger brand, but it's certainly more than $1. So this was a good bargain, definitely worth the buck that I spent to buy that. And with the chicken broth, you can do all kinds of things. Certainly it's a liquid that you can use when you are making rice, or if you need to make potatoes, or if you were going to do something with this pasta. You can use chicken broth for that. So you can use it in so many dishes. And when you're making rice, it's a way to use the chicken broth instead of using your water if you need to be concerned about conserving that.
Now, this is something I've not seen before. It's a Texas style cornbread mix, and it serves 16. I think it's a little bigger than the Jiffy mix, which is usually like 2 for $1. So I'm going to try this one just to see what's what.
I have not seen this before, not seen this at Kroger or anywhere else, and this was $1. The best by date is May of 2022. But if the idea is to buy something for long-term food storage, you're going to want to make sure that you pay particular attention to the sell by date for that.
Lentils, $1. Great Northern beans, $1. Here's some brown rice. I think I'm going to grab this bag of brown rice and this organic long grain rice.
These are just plain old lentils, 1 pound of lentils, some brown rice, and this is a 2-pound bag of the long grain brown rice. It was $1. I also got a 2-pound bag of the long grain white rice, which also was $1. Now, some of the staples you really want to try to make sure you get in when you are rebuilding or building your 3-month food supply includes rice, lentils, beans, things like that. You want to get in some grains such as cornmeal so that you can make cornbread and muffins and different things like that, cornmeal mush, whatever.
There will be 6 packets of oatmeal in this for $1. And then here's a limited edition pumpkin spice, and there will be 5 packets in this one. So there's only 5 packets in this limited edition pumpkin spice. And the apple cinnamon is the one that we like quite a bit. We usually get the Quaker Oats brand, but there's 6 servings in this one. Now this one's interesting. I've not tried this brand before, so I will give it a try. So you're going to get 11 servings in this one.
Now this is the Quick Oats. It's called Outrageous. I'm not familiar with the brand, but you're going to have to cook it. Now many times I will buy the little boxes of Quick Oats that you get 6 packs in a box. Well, they did have those, and they had some that had 5 and some that had 6 in them. This particular pack here serves 11. So this was a better buy, and I do like to make the cooked oatmeal so that I can add other things to it, and my husband prefers this kind of oatmeal as well. So I picked up one of these.
So one of the things you want to pick up for your prep pantry is definitely going to be coffee. And let's see, this coffee is a breakfast blend, makes 40 cups, but it's not decaf, and I have to have decaf. So let's see if they have a decaf blend. I'm not seeing any decaf coffee, so I'm not going to be able to get any today. Applesauce, cinnamon flavored, I'll get one of those.
Now, the nice thing about applesauce, you can use it, you can put it in your oatmeal as a sweetener. You can use it by itself to just eat it out of the carton. You can use it as an oil should you not have any. There's lots you can do with applesauce. So this is the one sweet or treat that I picked up there. Well, no, it's not exactly. Here's something else that I got. They have this frosting, Pillsbury frosting. These were $1, and I picked up a chocolate fudge and a vanilla. And I thought if I needed to bake a cake or some kind of a muffins or cupcakes or something like that, I can use this frosting to ice them just to give it a little bit of an extra treat.
Complete buttermilk pancake mix. I'll get one of those. You can do a lot with pancake mix. I don't need syrup right now, so I won't get that.
Now, you can do more with pancake mix than just make pancakes. You can make biscuits, you can make waffles, you can make other kinds of quick breads with pancake mix. And if push comes to shove, you could probably figure out how to make a cake. And then you can use this frosting to frost that cake or muffins or whatever.
Now this is something I've not seen before, and I normally would not consider buying it. Kipper snacks. My husband loves sardines. He might like this, so I'll pick up a couple of these.
One of the other things that I picked up, which is in the list of things you want to make sure you try to get for your prepper pantry, would be something in the meat, fish, poultry category. And I did want to get something in that category, and I saw these Kipper snacks. And my husband likes sardines. Right now he is really crushing on sardines. They smell terrible. I hate sardines. Now, whereas I'm not going to eat them, he will. And I'm not the only one that this haul is going to feed. So you want to make sure you're getting in the things that your family likes. Now, if your family doesn't like fish, don't buy fish. I have a family member who loves fish. So in my last haul, I picked up some tuna. In this haul, I'm picking up the Kipper snacks. And then in another haul, I will pick up some of the Grable country meats because I try to get some of those with each of my grocery orders. And this can of Hunt's pasta sauce, meat flavored, 24 ounces, again, was $1 at the Dollar Tree. And most of the pasta sauces that I've seen in jars, and I tend to buy the ones in jars, are $2 or higher. Even the Kroger brand, I believe, is more than $1. So this was definitely a good buy for that. And I only picked up the one, and I could use it either with the gnocchi potato pasta, which I don't know if I mentioned this one or not, but I love this little gnocchi potato pastas.
I doubt if this potato gnocchi is going to be less than $1 at Kroger, so I'm going to go ahead and get that.
What can you do with these? Well, when I used them before, I made chicken and dumplings, and I used this potato gnocchi as my dumplings. You can do chicken and noodles, you can do beef and noodles, you can do all kinds of things with this. I mean, come on, it's pasta. So whatever you can do with pasta, you can do with that. I also picked up a jar of mushrooms, and they're the mushroom pieces and stems. And these are good in, first of all, your spaghetti sauce. If you want to beef up your sauce, then you could chop up some peppers and mushrooms and other things to add to your pasta sauce just to make it a little bit more hearty. And I doubt if I could find this for $1 at Kroger's. I think one of the things I'm going to do, and maybe I'll do it for you next week, is I will compare some of the items that I got at Dollar Tree with some of the items that I can get at Kroger and see whether or not Dollar Tree is really the most cost effective.
So I'm not going to get the green beans or sliced potatoes or any of the veggies because these are all $1 each.
And I do know that when Kroger has their sales, many times their canned vegetables will be less than $1. So I didn't pick up any canned vegetables today. I'll save that for a day that I'm picking up things from Kroger.
Now here are their spices. I just want to see what they have. Now here's a garlic pepper seasoning, which I find interesting. I'm going to pick this up to give it a try.
And when you look at the areas of food categories that you want to have in your prepper pantry, you definitely want to have spices so that you can zhuzh up your foods, because food fatigue is a real thing. So the spices, the salt, the pepper, those kinds of things can help you to zhuzh up your food supply. And the reason why I decided to give myself this $20 limit to really see what I could find to build out my supply is because I want to encourage my young homemakers and even my seasoned homemakers who have not started doing this to build out their 3-month food supply. And I wanted to show how you can begin to do it inexpensively. And I was talking to a lady in the store. We were just talking, you know how ladies do when you're shopping. And she works at a gas station, and she talked about the shortages that they're having in their gas station. I'll let you see what she shared with me, and then you can form your own thoughts about that.
Thank you so much for being willing to talk. So now you were saying that the store where you work, you're having trouble getting in pop because of what?
Our vendors just can't receive over half of the Cokes and Pepsis and everything that they need to get in order to be able to send it out to our stores, because for some reason the companies are sending less and less to our truck drivers and our vendors.
Okay, well thank you, I appreciate that.
No problem.
So did I stick within my budget? I did. I got 20 items for $20, and each of these items fills a particular need on my prepper pantry as I continue to build out my 3-month food supply. Let me invite you back next week to see my video where I compare Kroger and Dollar Tree, because here's the thing. People assume that Dollar Tree is always the best buy, and that's not necessarily so. So come on back next week and check out my Kroger versus Dollar Tree video so that you can really see what's what. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying you are not done yet. Click on the link in the comment section below and check out my video on how to build a 3-month food supply, and I will see you next time. And don't forget to visit our sponsor, Apron Diva, at www.aprondiva.com.